The three-member committee set up to probe disturbances at Ejura in the Ashanti region that led to the death of 2 persons, after 12 days, has wrapped up its sittings. Ashanti regional correspondent Hafiz Tijani brings us a wrap of the committee's work.
The Interior Minister, Ambrose Derry, on July 1, 2021, announced names of persons to be part of a 3-member committee of inquiry to probe the Ejura disturbances. This was on the instructions of President Akufo-Addo following a protest by youth in Ejura over the death of social activist Ibrahim Mohammed, also called Kaka. 2 persons, Mutala Mohammed and Abdul Nasser Yusuf, died, while other persons were injured after military officers deployed to maintain order shot into the crowd of protesters. The committee members were Justice of the Court of Appeal, Justice George Kingsley Kumsin, who was the chairman, a security analyst, Dr. Vladimir Enchudanso, and the executive director of Pen Plus Bites, Juliet Amua. Marie-Louise Simmons, a principal state attorney, was to serve as secretary to the committee. The committee held its sittings at the Prempeh Assembly Hall in Kumasi, where it invited witnesses to testify. Some of the witnesses who appeared were the Ashanti Regional Minister Simon Osei-Mensah, commanders of the police and army in the Ashanti region, a chief from Ejura, municipal chief executive for Ejura, affected families, journalists, and residents of Ejura. Mr. Osei-Mensah justified why the Ashanti Regional Security Council, the entity he chairs, deployed the military during the protest.
Yes, I called Operation Calm Life on 28th of June to go and support the police to provide security there, because already they had attacked the police station. And I had asked the regional police commander to send reinforcement. It has been one of my security strategies since 2017.
The commanding officer of the 4 Infantry Battalion, Lieutenant Colonel Kwesi Wari Pepra, also testified, and he alleged that the shooting on that day might have come from the protesters themselves.
As a matter of fact, I even suspect the weapon that fired from the protesters might have hit one of them.
That's subject to investigation.
Yes.
DCOP David Ajman Ajim, the Deputy Ashanti Regional Police Commander, told the committee that his men did not have tear gas at the time of the protest.
Did your men go to the scene with tear gas to disperse the rioters?
No, my lord, we didn't, because we didn't have any at the time.
Are you saying the district, the divisional, and the regional command do not have tear gas?
My lord, what I'm saying is that at the time of the incident, we didn't have them present. Not that we didn't have them at all.
The Nifahini of Ejura traditional area, who appeared before the committee, used the opportunity to request for a military detachment in the area.
Nana Ejura, on several fora, has requested or insisted the need to establish a military detachment in Ejura.
The wife of the late social activist whose death triggered the disturbances said her husband received threats over his activism before his demise.
Shewa ensu empaiting suna gamuwa da shi suna mai kashedi ababen da yake yin nan ya bari. Empaiting no, MPP no. Shi ma ya ce musu gaskiya ba abin da zai bari bane domin ba mugun aiki yake yi ba. She suka ce mai in bai bari ba ya gani abin da zai biyo baya. Gaskiya kuma mun ga abin da ya biyo baya domin an kashe shi. Wannan aikin da yake yin nan yasa suka kashe shin nan.
Parents whose children were still on admission after sustaining injuries during the protest appealed for support when they appeared before the committee. After days of interrogation and taking evidence, the committee concluded its work on Friday, July 16, 2021. The chairman of the committee, Justice George Kingsley Kumsin, spoke on the work he and his colleagues had done during the sittings.
Public hearings started on the Tuesday and ended today. We took 3 days to review the evidence obtained by way of audio and video evidence. So in all, we have spent 12 days of examining the evidence.
The committee has concluded its work and is expected to submit its recommendations and findings to the Interior Ministry for onward submission to the presidency. From the Prempeh Assembly Hall in Kumasi, Hafiz Tijani for Citi News.